It's open.
I don't go out on dates with guys who don't open the door for me.
Really?
Really?
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Do you want to know what it's like dating in 2025? Do you just want to know? Like, do you want to see what the single women are going through right now? I'm going to show you. I'm only interested in men. Keep that in mind. It'll make sense. I'm going to show you a screenshot of an interaction with somebody, right? I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let you make your own assumptions. I want you to tell me what you think in the comments. And I want you to tell me how you would respond. You ready? Let's go. Because who am I to judge? So live your best life. But y'all, I'm gonna be single forever.
In a world where everybody want to act detached, everybody want to act like they ain't interesting, where everybody want to act like they want to text back 3 hours later, I ain't doing that. I don't do that. I'm no longer afraid to be vulnerable. I'm no longer afraid to be my most authentic self. Because what's the point of being with somebody and you ain't being your authentic self? One thing I realized that women respect authenticity. Women can't do nothing but respect authenticity. If you want a casual fucking sex, bro, a woman might not even like how it sounds, but she can't help but respect that you being true to yourself if you communicate that. Instead of playing games. If you playing games with a woman, that's manipulation. And if she realized that you lied about something just to gain something, now she subconsciously loses respect for you because you don't even feel confident in yourself enough to stand on what you really want. You gotta lie and manipulate your way through to try to get some, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm just finna be true to myself. I'm not finna be sit up here acting detached whole time. I know, I want to be intimate. You feel me? Ain't that wrong with that? As long as it's authentic. Women love authenticity, bro. Motherfucker be trying to out here acting fake, nonchalant, fake disinterested, looking at a text, replying 3 hours later to look high value. Man, hell nah, bro. That shit ain't authentic. And these women out here who see right through it, bro. And guess what, bro? They just gonna lose interest in you. Man, just be your most authentic, best version of yourself. And get yourself right in all aspects of life, bro. That shit easy as fuck, man. Dating easy as fuck. I'm not sitting here using tactics. I'm not using manipulation tactics to try to make myself seem like somebody I'm not for somebody who ain't even compatible with me. I'd rather be with a woman who is compatible with the authentic version of me than a woman who would be compatible with the version of me that's not authentic. Even if I am able to get results by acting like something I'm not, I'm losing myself. If a man is not willing to be his most authentic self in order to gain access to certain women, he loses himself in a process. He loses a part of himself. He's not true to himself. And women can sniff that out. And a lot of women will manipulate you just because they see you don't even know yourself. You're not, come on, bro. I'm finna be authentic, man. I ain't finna be fake. Show my affection and love to no woman. Women are fucking great. Women are fucking gifts. You know what I'm saying? Women are walking gifts from God, bro. What the fuck I look like sitting up here acting like I'm just not interested, like I'm just playing games? And listen, all the ones who resonate with that, I don't even want them. I want girls who can receive love in a healthy way. I don't got time for the damaged people who only want people who are going away from them, or people who got what you call that one attachment style or avoidant. I don't got time to be playing games to try to get an avoidant person or anxious. Man, what a secure attachment people at? I don't understand. Ain't nobody 100% secure, man. But hell nah, bro. What are people who can receive love and appreciation without feeling like they don't deserve it? Nah, I ain't got time for them people. What are ones who got healthier attachment styles, bro? Because that's what I resonate with. I'm not finna sit up here and play mind games to try to get somebody to think I don't like them, chase me more than... Man, hell nah, I ain't doing that shit. Hell nah.
When was your last relationship?
Shit, goddamn. I think I'm still in that motherfucker. I don't even got...
When I tell women to move through the world with the audacity of a man, this is what I mean. A week ago, I went on one date with one man. The date was fine. The food was good. The conversation was fine. I recently have had a change in my work schedule that I've been adjusting to, so I don't really have a lot of time to mingle and talk to people all day and do things of that nature. I initially agreed to meet him one day this week on a Wednesday after I got off work at around 6 p.m. I ended up doing overtime that day and I let him know, hey, I did say explicitly I'll be working overtime, so I'll need to postpone this date. And he said, okay, do you need to reschedule? And I did not answer that text message asking to reschedule soon enough, I guess. So he ended up texting me again. He double texted me and he said, I'm good, good luck. The agitation in his follow-up message was screaming. I could feel his anger and frustration and entitlement to my time through that text message. Now, I didn't respond to that message because he was clearly upset, and that, quite frankly, was not my problem. I don't know this man. This man doesn't know me. We've been on one date, and you're already upset. But he came to his senses, I suppose, and he did apologize, and he said he understood that I'm busy and that hopefully we can reset. This video is not to bash this man, because I have been in that situation where I really felt like I liked someone and they weren't answering me, or I wasn't able to see them as often as I liked to, and I got frustrated with them. So I understood that. That's why I didn't respond. I didn't say anything negative back to him. But the entitlement is something that we can learn from women. We can learn from that. Don't feel entitled to other people, to their money, their time, none of that, but feel entitled to creating a great life for yourself. Feel entitled to a healthy body and a healthy mind and a healthy bank account, healthy relationships, healthy friendships. Feel entitled to the good things in life, the same way men feel entitled to good women.
I think the one reason why a lot of men are not dating is because dating in 2025 is bad for a man's mental health. I'll explain. This is not to say that relationships are bad for a man's mental health, but I'm talking about dating in 2025 and how we date, the dating apps, the approaching in this climate, actually setting up dates and that whole kind of thing, especially early on in a situation. All those things long term, I think, have adverse effects on the mental. And especially if you're talking about just an average guy. Now, if you're a man who cleans up on the dating apps, meaning that you get a lot of matches, you get a lot of dates and possibly even hookups, and women are just throwing themselves at you, I would say that you have a different experience, but I also think that it's bad for that person's mental health as well. Now, the first guy, the average guy, this person, if he's on an app, is going to be just bombarded by hundreds, if not damn near thousands of rejection just simply based on how they look. Now, I know that as a man, you have to overcome rejection, obviously. But at the same time, I think that it's ridiculous to ask a man just to get over that when it's so overwhelming. When you have statistics, and I'm a tall dude, so I don't have this particular problem. But when you have statistics that show that the vast majority of women only swipe right on guys that are 6 feet and over, then as a dude who's 5'9" or whatever, like more times than not, he's going to be cooked on a dating app. So that's something that's completely out of his control. It's not like a personality or his finances or his building a nice physique or anything like that. I mean, height, again, you cannot control it. So just, that overwhelmingly, that's kind of fucked up. Then even once you get past the part where you get a match, now you enter a space where you're essentially disposable. You are one person among a sea of dozens of guys who might have matched with that woman, and you more than likely are treated as such. Online dating has kind of caused both men and women to look at each other like Amazon products. You know what I'm saying? Like and sure, you might be able to talk and interact with you can interact with these people. But let's be honest, both men and women are judging each other 9 times out of 8 based on the shallow, based on what these people look like, what these people can seemingly bring to the table. And in this landscape, women by far have the upper hand in this regard. So already you're just, as a man, are just being disposed of. Now, women are being disposed of in a sense when they deal with a certain type of guy. And again, we'll get to that later. So then as a regular dude, even if you do get a chance to possibly schedule a date with this woman, there's a high likelihood, a pretty good likelihood, I should say, that the woman might cancel for whatever reason. Then you're told that you're entitled if you're upset about it, even though you planned it and you had to essentially escort the conversation to get to a point of a date, and you had to initiate and be the man. So shit can happen. Basically, the reason why it's fucked up for your mental health, in my opinion, just for all those reasons earlier, but even when you get to a date, everything that goes awry on the date just is, for whatever reason, your fault. If she flakes, it's somehow your fault. You know, if she didn't enjoy herself, it's somehow your fault, even though she's a whole independent person with her own agency. If she doesn't have a second date with you, it's your fault. Everything that goes bad on a date is just somehow your fault. So I think because we rob women of agency, just generally, because even if as a guy, even if you talk to your parents, even if you talk to your uncles, even if you talk to your siblings and your friends, and you said that a date went wrong, people usually will try to figure out that what is it that you did to fuck it up, because it couldn't have been her, right? It couldn't have been that she was on her phone, or that she was in a bad mood, or that she was late and kind of set the back. Nope, it had to have been something that you did, buddy. So all of those things just kind of combined, right? The initial matching, you know, and the reason why I talk so much about online is because most people nowadays meet online, whether it's on Instagram, dating apps, etc. In person is a little bit of a different animal. In person, a lot of men don't want to feel like they're bugging the woman that they're approaching, so they just don't approach. A lot of these men have been beat over the head with the sentiment of women don't want to be bothered, you're creepy, you know, all that other stuff. I mean, these are stuff that y'all should probably already know by now. Now, I was just talking about regular guys earlier, like the regular Joe Schmoes who work at Jiffy Lube. But what about the highly attractive guys? What about those 6'5", blue eyes, you know what I'm saying, trust? Like, what about those, like them Glenn Powell looking motherfuckers? What about those guys? Now, the reason why dating is not great for their mental health either is because they also get quote unquote objectified. Now, I know that a lot of guys don't believe that them being objectified sexually is a bad thing, but what it ends up happening is that these Glenn Powell type dudes, I'm only saying Glenn Powell because he looks like a generic good looking white guy, like he's just very generic looking, but no, shout out to Glenn Powell. I like Glenn Powell. But anyways, the reason why the Glenn Powell guys is not great for the mental health either is because these guys have sex with a lot of women, and they sometimes have sex with a lot of girlfriends, and sometimes they have sex with wives. So what ends up happening is that these guys, since they've seen the darker side of what dating can be from the side of like them taking advantage of it, it can also kind of fuck up their relationships with women as well. A lot of these guys, it may be a little bit harder for them to trust women, possibly. You know, because they might be so good looking, women might just give them passes for their shitty behavior. So women kind of often wonder, why do the assholes, like why do the guys that I'm so attracted to, like how come they're such bad people? Well, it's because y'all allow them to be bad people. That guy who you're really attracted to, the reason why he's a dick is because there's a lot of y'all who are attracted to him, and y'all will fuck with him no matter how much of a piece of shit he is. So they just continue to be pieces of shit. So yeah, so just to summarize all this shit, I think that when a lot of men stop dating for a little bit, because most guys get frustrated with dating. There are some guys who get into relationships and it's good for them. And I've had some good situations with women that I've dated, whatever. So it's just not coming from bitterness, but just mainly logic. But I think what happens to a lot of men is I think they kind of stop dating for a sense. They delete the dating apps. They stop kind of approaching. They kind of give it a break. They just say, okay, let me just put women on pause. And they feel their mental health slowly but surely like get better with their hobbies, with their maybe their friends or their career goals, maybe traveling, or just kind of really God, you know, really just prioritizing other shit in their life. And then once they try to go back into dating, they realize like, oh shit, that's why I stopped doing this in the first place, because this shit is fucked up. So there you have it. What do y'all think? I would love. Yeah, tell me, is dating bad for a man's mental health in 2025? What do you think? Let me know.
So what do you like to do for fun?
to go to the park and go outside.
Well, how many brothers and sisters do you have?
10.
Okay, well, I have 2 sisters. So what do you do for work? So are you still friends with any of your exes? Did you hear me?
Once that man's communication starts becoming inconsistent, oh, baby, you don't have to worry about me. This isn't my first rodeo. I've seen this movie before. Once that communication becomes inconsistent and spotty, it's okay. It's okay, baby. I will see myself out. We don't have to have the talk. You don't have to tell me you have a lot going on and you're so busy with work and life and blah, 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 blah. It's okay. It is okay. I wish you the best. And yeah, that's it. We don't have to do the song and dance. I already know what that means. And before I would internalize that as like, oh, it's something I did, or what did I do that he don't want to talk to me no more? It must be another girl. Da, da, da. No, it may not be any of these things. Maybe he truly doesn't have time for you, and it has nothing to do with what you did or what you didn't do. He's just not in the capacity to date you that you want to be dated. That's it. You want somebody to text you and talk to you and take you out on dates consistently and blah, 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 and he can't offer that to you? Go find somebody that can. That's all that means. It ain't nothing about how you said something, how you looked, what you did, what you didn't do. That's a him problem. So let him figure that out and you go do you.
They can be like, I don't want her. She always outside. Nah, bro, I ain't gonna marry her. She always want to be seen. She always want to be outside somewhere. She ain't the one. But then if you're not seen and you sitting at home, you perfect because you tucked off. You on the shelf. Don't nobody know who you are. Perfect. Oh, my God. Yeah, dog. Yeah. She, ooh. Yeah, perfect. She out the way. But then you say the out the way ones is lame, right? Because then you'll end up cheating with the ones that's outside. Because let's be clear, you really want the girl that's just tucked off. She don't say much. She ain't got little or nothing opinion, right? She choose her battles. She watch what she say. You know, she can't be opinionated. Oh, my God. Please, no brain. Please don't have a brain. But if you have a brain, right, then you can't have too much of a brain because then he'll feel less than a man. Because why he needs your opinion? Because he's taking care of you. Or, you know, you want him to protect and provide, so you can't have a brain. So you can't say nothing. Or you can just take care of yourself, right? Just don't be with nobody. Take care of yourself. You can have all the brain you want. You can have all the opinion you want. Just take care of yourself. But you really want to be with somebody. So you just got to be tucked off on the shelf. Don't say shit.
It's open.
I don't go out on dates with guys who don't open the door for me.
Really?
Really.
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh, man.